Notre Dame is known for their elite defensive and offensive line prospects, but the offensive line is worthless if the players they are blocking for cannot produce. They usually have some solid running back prospects, and in the 2024 NFL Draft, it's no different. Notre Dame running back Audric Estime is a player who a lot of people really like in this draft class. A very powerful runner, and a player who has some intriguing potential in the NFL. Today, we are going to be talking about what makes him different from the other running backs in the draft class. But hey guys, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment on the video and let me know which players you guys want to see me talk about in a future video, and without further ado, let's take a closer look at Audric Estime. Estime has been pretty productive for Notre Dame over the course of the last couple of seasons. In 2022, he finished the year with 920 yards and 11 touchdowns on just 156 carries. The numbers were good, but his 2023 season was where I was really impressed. He finished the year with 1,341 yards and 18 touchdowns on 210 carries for the Irish. He has been a powerful force for Notre Dame, and a lot of people have him pretty high on their running back rankings. One thing that is very intriguing about Estime is his power. He is a bruising, powerful back who has the strength to just run you over. That is the biggest part of his game. He is a straight line runner with the power and balance to just run up the middle, and he can run anybody over. If you're looking for a power back in this draft class, Estime is the guy you should be looking at. He's as strong as they come, he's powerful, and he has very good contact balance as well. Another area that Estime thrives in is his pass protection. He's one of the better blocking backs in the entire draft class, and he shows some pretty solid potential to be a good blocker. Notre Dame didn't use him a ton in passing downs, but he was a very solid blocker, and I think he could add value there at the NFL level. Estime is more of a straight line runner and a guy you want to run down the middle of the defense, but there were times he showcased some really solid patience, and he showed the ability to break outside. He showcased a nice jump cut a couple of times, and on top of that, I think he's got the potential. A majority of his runs didn't come from just running the ball up the middle, but it's not consistent enough for him to be an outside zone runner. I think he's got some upside for sure. Estime is limited as a running back, and I don't think he's a very versatile running back prospect. For one, he's not a great pass catcher. Whether that was running routes out of the backfield or just being a receiver, he didn't show much whatsoever as a receiving back. He did catch all 17 of his targets in 2023, but over his collegiate career, he has only 26 receptions, and I don't think he offers much as a receiver. Another area that Estime doesn't do very well is his speed. He ran a 4.71 40-yard dash at the combine with a 1.58 10-yard split. He doesn't have a solid burst or quickness, and while his long speed is better than his initial burst, it still doesn't move me very much. On top of that, it's just not explosiveness, and I do think that he could get better, but the speed just didn't look good on the testing numbers. The last area with Estime that I noticed a little bit was fumbling. He coughed up a few balls in college. He had 3 fumbles in 2022, and his 2023 season was better, but he still had another fumble in the season opener against Navy, and I want his ball security to be a little bit better. Audric Estime is so powerful and so balanced, but he is limited athletically, and I think his role in the NFL is going to be extremely limited. He is my running back 10 in the draft class. I think his power is very valuable to a team, but I don't know how much of a role he's going to be given due to his limited skill set. Audric Estime will thrive as a third down back, a short yardage, goal line situation guy, to where if you need a couple of yards, Estime, you can just give him the ball and he's going to pick them up. The quickness and speed concerns, as well as being a limited receiver, do cause him to maybe not be an every down back. I think he's going to be very role specific, but I think he can thrive in that role. Some people have called Audric Estime a mini Jerome Bettis. I do think that's a bit rich, but a modern day running back who he does remind me of is Green Bay Packers running back A.J. Dillon. A.J. Dillon is not the fastest running back in the league, but he has thrived in short yardage situations for the Packers, backing up Aaron Jones, and I think that is a very similar role to what Estime is going to be in the NFL. Dillon isn't an elite running back, but he is very good in his role, and I think that's what Audric Estime is going to do. Audric Estime is a bus. He is a powerful runner with great balance, and I think he's going to be a very good role-specific back. Because he is limited, I do expect him to get taken a little bit later than some of these other guys, and I believe that Audric Estime will be a 5th round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.